Tonight, an explanation and a defense.
First, a review of the numbers. There are just 304 members of the Glooscap First Nation. The chief gets paid $243,000. One councillor took in almost $1 million. Two other councillors were paid more than $200,000 each.
Today, the band chief called a news conference. The CBC's Paul Withers was the first to identify the controversial councillors. He has tonight's top story.
It took 10 days, but Glooscap First Nations Chief Shirley Clark finally admitted today it was her council who raked in those big bucks.
Yes, it was his band.
Last week, the Canadian Taxpayers Federation released federal government data on compensation paid to chiefs and councillors. Politicians on the tiny Glooscap band pulled down large payouts, especially band manager and councillor Mike Halliday, who received $978,000 in 2008, the most in Canada. He threatened to call the police on us when we asked him directly. Today, the chief claimed more than $700,000 paid to Halliday was business-related revenue, not taxpayer money.
That money is contracts that he does for the reserve here. He's an entrepreneur. He builds houses on the reserve. He builds the roads.
The chief says her vast duties justify her near $250,000 tax-free compensation. She also lashed out at the Taxpayers Federation.
It has singled out Native communities in a way that deepens prejudice and reinforces stereotypes.
In fact, outrage on the reserve prompted a meeting of band members last night and a promise of greater transparency today. The chief says in the new year, the council will consult with band members to establish and approve compensation and salary levels, and will post that information on a new website. The issue has split the reserve.
You know what? That's their salary. I'm sure we're not the only community that has a council and a chief that make good salary.
And they're driving by every day in these great big cars, and it's awful.
Glooscap plans to consult with other Native leaders as part of its review of compensation and disclosure. Paul Withers, CBC News, Bishopville.
To Indian Brook now, a mountain